Hello friends, welcome to another monthly reset. Today we're going to be talking about July. We're going to be making goals for August. We're going to be doing all the things. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Amina. I like to do these monthly resets monthly. It's just a way for me to keep myself accountable and stay on track to completing my yearly goals. So I have my laptop right here. We're gonna go ahead and talk about all the things. I have my template in the description. It's my Notion template for when I do these goals. If you want to match with me, then you can go ahead and do that as well. But let's go ahead and get into July because there's a lot. Here's my July page. Usually I go over the words that describe the month towards the end of this section, but girl, I have so much to catch you up on. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it now because it'll give more context when we go over the goals that I did and didn't complete. So the first word to describe this month was dramatic. Girl, it was dramatic. First thing, I guess my card information or something important got hacked. Someone used my card to buy something on Amazon, so I had to report that and wait for a new card to come. So there was like a good week or so where I had no card and I was just using cash for everything, which was really annoying because I was like super conscious, like, okay, I'm using this cash, don't run out before my new card comes, which wouldn't have been the end of the world because I have family who can like help me and stuff like that. But still, I was like super frustrated because I also have like reoccurring payments that I couldn't pay because my card information was out there. So that was very dramatic for me and annoying. But strangely enough, that wasn't even the most dramatic because towards like the second week or so of July, I was this close to getting into a lawsuit with somebody. And without going into so much detail, it was just a lot of drama and it stressed me out. And I was like wondering, like, should I move? Is there somewhere else I should go? Like, it was dramatic, okay? And that was something that I was like, okay, what next? And this was only like in the first 2 weeks. My card information was compromised. I was about to get into a lawsuit. I was like, dang, July, like, can a girl catch a break? So that's why it was dramatic. And it kind of lasted the whole month. It wasn't until like a couple days ago. Right now I'm filming this July 28th, and so it wasn't until 3-4 days ago that I was like, okay, there's gonna be no lawsuit, we're all good, everything's good. So July was just, it was too much. But anyways, the next one is life-changing, and I alluded to this in my last reset, and I said that it would be like life-changing and kind of transformative, and I'll give more context in this video. So here we are in this video. Pretty much I am an auntie now. My sister gave birth this month to my niece, and it was an experience, guys. So pretty much my sister was in labor for over 2 days. It was long, and we had pretty much a lot of family just taking shifts in counting contractions and just being there with her. And so my cousin and I ended up going to her house sometime around 10, and we stayed up all night just counting contractions. We were a little bit delirious. I didn't sleep until I think 12 the next day when she finally could go to the hospital. I was there, girl. I saw my niece come out of my sister, and I will never forget that. I was like, whoa. Like, I've seen births before online, but never in person. And when I saw my sister there, I was like, whoa, we're doing this. So yeah. But my niece, she is so freaking cute. She's the cutest little nugget. And she's the first granddaughter of my parents, my first niece, my sister's first child, a lot of people's first. So this is new territory for me, but I'm very excited for it. I'm pretty much living in two places right now. My apartment, and then I go to her house a lot because right now there's just a lot of family around to help with the baby and the transition to parenthood and all that stuff. So I'm literally going again today, and I'm going to be spending the weekend there and most weekends there and probably even a lot of weekdays there. So my life is going to be kind of all over the place, but I'm going to try my best to stay organized. I don't want to film there at all, so I need to try to make a good schedule. Whenever I'm home, I can just film, probably even batch film, so I can make sure I'm there, and then also I'm getting the things I need to get done. The next word is education. And I think this happened around my like card information getting compromised and all that. I saw one thumbnail and got sucked into videos about credit cards, credit scores, finances, all that stuff. And I did not realize how ignorant I was until starting this. In school, you know, they don't teach you anything about finances, cards, nothing. I don't feel like I was really educated much on it, and specifically how to just like optimize credit card usage. I just knew the basics, like, you know, you can buy stuff here and there, just make sure you pay it off and it'll help your credit score little by little. I'm sorry if you hear this noise. I don't know if you can hear it. It's raining. yeah, I just didn't know very much. And one of my sections in my goals page is all about finances, and I knocked out all of my like yearly goals in terms of finances in this month just by watching videos, educating myself, taking small actions, and I just acted really quickly. It was kind of impulsive for me, but I just felt so confident in all the knowledge that I gained. I was like, you know what, we need to get on it. So I'm very happy about that. I was so sucked in that I haven't watched really any of the YouTubers I usually watch. If I have free time between work and then baby, I'm watching videos about finances and credit cards and optimizing your credit card usage to get the most points for travel, cashback, and all that stuff. Like if I'm not watching videos, I'm strategizing. And I haven't read a book this month, I don't think. I think I tried, but that book was not good. I tried, but it wasn't good. And I was like, you know what, let me get back to getting my life in order. Yeah, I just have not been watching any of my usual content, and you know, I'm fine with that because I'm literally like investing in myself and making sure I'm good, my family's good. I've been like asking everybody about what kind of credit cards they have and why, telling them to not use this one card for that thing. Like I'm just, my brain has expanded, guys. I feel like a financial advisor, and I'm just beginning. I started watching a lot about like mortgages too, and like how much money you should be making if you want to buy like this type of house or this type of car and just stuff like that. And I feel like this is the best time, and if you have not started like educating yourself on finances or just like thinking about the future and what kind of goals you want to achieve and how money plays a role in that, I highly recommend you start doing that because I've learned so much. Now we can go ahead and talk about July and the goals that I set. Before we even get started though, I wanted to show you on my Notion page, I have this little thing on my like weekly setup. It has week 1 and 2. The goals that I set, I just put it on this side on my weekly schedule so I can know and count and keep track and have a definitive answer if I actually completed these goals or not. Because I feel like a lot in the past months when I've done these resets, I was like, oh yeah, I've done it like generally. And so I thought it'd be cool to have with my goals with like yoga, taking walks, eating vegetables, and practicing Spanish, that I just laid it out here and can actually tally with my weekly schedule if I did it at a tally. So I started doing this the first 2 weeks, and then girl, stuff happened, and I already explained what happened, so you can get why I didn't really get the chance to do this for all 4 weeks, but it's okay. So health and wellness, yoga 2 times a week. So if we look at week 1 and 2, I did yoga 3 times in week 1, and I did yoga 1 time in week 2. I guess we can couple it with go on a walk, and then with walking, I did 1 time in week 1 and 1 time in week 2. I remember I said during this time, I'm not gonna be so strict with myself. Like I just want to move my body 4 times a week. It doesn't really matter if it's like 2 for yoga, 2 for walk. As long as I'm moving it, it could be 4 for yoga, 0 for walk, 3 for walk, 1 for yoga. It would be fine. At least for the first week I did it. For the second week, not so much. I told myself that if I do meet these goals like 75% of the time, then I'll complete it. And okay, this is gonna be a stretch, but obviously week 2 I didn't really do anything, but week 3 I feel like I was hella active, especially with this baby. Like when she's crying, you have to do laps, and I feel like I've been doing laps, and I don't care what you say, I'm gonna click it off. I'm gonna click it off because I literally said I just wanted to move my body, and even though I didn't keep track of it, I know I did laps with this baby. So I'm gonna click it, and I don't care what anybody says because I've been doing it. And I wish I kind of kept more track for weeks 3 and 4, but I feel like it'd be something that I should do more often. It was just, you know, the hectic things that were happening this month, guys. Like, I just could not be bothered to keep track like this. Like, I just couldn't. So I'm gonna click this off, and I don't want to hear anybody say anything about it. Okay. Then incorporate vegetables 1 meal a week. So for week 1, I did not do that. And week 2, I did do that. And then we don't know for week 3 and 4. Well, actually, no, we do know because I did not cook week 3 and 4. I'm in week 4 right now, but yeah, I did not cook week 3. But it was because I literally been with my sister this whole time, and there's a lot of family over, and they've all been cooking. So they have vegetables in there. But like, I'm not gonna cook it off because I don't wanna, like, I didn't cook it. Even though it didn't say I need to be the one to cook it. Even though they incorporated vegetables in their meals. Even though I ate the meal, I'm not gonna cook it because I don't wanna hear nobody say nothing about nothing. But just know that I ate vegetables multiple times this month, but I'm just gonna be fair and not cook it off because I'm not trying to, you know, you know. The undertone of this was like I would be the one to cook it, and I didn't incorporate vegetables. Somebody else incorporated vegetables. I'm not gonna cook it. Also, go to the doctor. Nope. I did not go to the doctor, and I'm sorry to myself. I'm sorry to my body. I feel like I need to make a public apology because what am I doing? I did call. I was ready to schedule an appointment, but I just didn't because I needed a vaccine that they didn't have in stock. And I was like, let me just go to CVS to get it done. I just didn't do it. I literally just got lazy, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, one of my yearly goals is to go to the doctor. Isn't that bad? Like, I just don't go. Anyways, I don't want to think about it too much. Okay, next language. Consume Spanish content 2 times a week for 30 minutes each. All right. Y'all gonna think I'm stretching again. But again, I don't want to hear it because this is my life and this is my goals. I make the rules. But in week 1 and 2, I literally didn't do it. But week 3 and 4, I still didn't do it. But you know what? My niece is half Hispanic. So my brother-in-law's side of the family has been in the house with me, helping with cooking and taking care of the baby. This one person in particular, I love her so much. She doesn't speak English. So she's been speaking to us in Spanish. I've been talking to her in Spanish. I literally, if anything, I surpassed this because I'm speaking in Spanish to somebody else. This content stuff, they can't speak back to me. But that woman I love, she speaks back to me. Like, we have a conversation in Spanish. I'm not gonna click it off. I'm not gonna click it off because should I click it off? I'm so annoying. But it's just because, like, I feel like I did more than that. And I know I said, like, 75%. Like, if I miss 1 week of not doing a goal, then I won't be hard on myself. Like, if I did it the other 3 weeks and I did it 75% of the time. But with this, I did it 50. But it was, like, more than 30 minutes. Was it more than 30 minutes? I don't know. I'm just gonna not click it off. I won't click it off. You're welcome. And then experience with anxiety management. I know I was saying I had a lot of anxiety for no reason. I feel like that went away because it was replaced with actual anxiety for a reason. Like, with this whole lawsuit thing, I was anxious all the time, literally all the time, and I had a hard time trying to manage that because the whole goal was to experiment with anxiety management regarding the anxiety that I have no idea why I'm anxious for. But I knew why I was anxious for this, and there was really nothing to do besides communicate and wait. Yeah, I really did not do a very good job this month, if I'm being honest. In actuality, I probably shouldn't even click the first 2, but I'm gonna do it because I deserve it and I've been working my body and you don't know me. So that's what that looks like. It was very messy, but honestly very reflective of my life. Like, how can I do a lot of this when my car got hacked? I'm in a lawsuit. My niece is getting born. Like, how can I do all that? Like, I'm not Superwoman, even though you guys think I am. But anyways, let's talk about August. So we have our August page right here. I just know that there's not gonna be a crap ton of new goals. Like, I remember thinking like, oh, what's something that I should do? And like, I don't want to force myself to take on new goals that I'm not even passionate about just for the sake of a video. I'm not trying to live my life for YouTube. YouTube is supposed to live its life for me, find its way to fit into my life. I'm not trying to do it the other way, you know what I mean? So there's not gonna be a lot. So the first one is about my mental health. So I put find stability in change. I'm not the type of person who likes change. Like, I get anxious a lot when there's like a lot of change going on in my life at one time, and with me kind of living in 2 places right now, going back and forth, it's not ideal for me. And I sometimes feel like I'm out of control when I'm constantly going to different places. Like, I won't have the same exact routine in different places. I guess I can try my best, but it's just different. So I'm gonna try my best to find stability in the change, try to embrace the change, know that this era is just temporary and it's worth it. Like, I'm choosing this. It just sometimes it just gets hard for me for like the back and forth and all that. And I think it was kind of naive of me to, well, not naive, I didn't know a lot of stuff was gonna go down in July besides like the birth. I don't want to have a lot of goals and a lot of things that I feel like might set me up for failure, knowing that when I'm going through changes that my mental health can keep up. And I'm not the most productive when I'm going through change because I just feel very unstable, and it's just like, it's just not me. I remember when I was younger, I used to hate updating my phone because I hated change so much, you know what I mean? So I just want to find stability in the change and embrace it and find the beauty in it and stop being a little wimp, like. So that's the first one. So the next one I put is in the realm of family, and I just wrote get to know my niece. Like, I want to know her, like the things that she doesn't like, the things that she does like, how to soothe her, how to change her diaper, little things like that. that I already know for the most part what calms her down and what she likes and what she doesn't like, but babies change all the time and I want to keep up with that and get to know her. And also hopefully she gets to know me a little bit, at least know what I smell like more. I don't know. So she's like, okay, I know you. You're cool. As she ages, like, see how her personality is. I would say spend quality time with her, but for the most part, she just sleeps in my arms. So I can just stare at her. Like, there's that. My iCloud storage, my non-existent iCloud storage is really racking up because of all the pictures I have of her. Honestly, too, like, I feel like this is also the perfect time to just start with, I don't know how to say this without sounding weird. You know, like, sometimes people don't respect children and their boundaries and their wants. It's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna do what I want to do. Like, I want to start not doing that now. It's kind of hard because she's literally not even a month old, but I don't know, realize if she doesn't want to be held a certain way, don't do it. Like, even if it's more comfortable for me, she's her own person. She's a really tiny person, but she's her own person, and just start respecting that, because I've never been in this position before. The youngest person in my family is 17, so I have not been near a little one in a lot of years. So yeah, get to know me as an aunt as well, I guess, my role as an aunt. But I can't really say that. I'm not gonna put that just because it's only 1 month. Like, this is gonna be a lifelong thing. So right now, we're just gonna start getting to know my niece. Okay, so then the last one is a YouTube goal, and it's just to pre-film to stay on track, because I know this month I'm gonna be, like I said, back and forth and kind of everywhere, and I don't want to film at my sister's house. I want that to just be family time. Like, I can edit whenever I'm just chilling by myself, but I don't want to film. I don't want to show anything online that's not my own space. So when I'm here, I want to make sure I pre-film, I plan ahead, I stay organized. Yeah, for the most part, just try my best to stay on track, especially because this week was very weird. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was like a 2-week gap between filming because I was going through it. I wish I had a video ready so I can just like upload it, you know what I mean? But for the most part, once I finish editing, I upload it either that day or the next day if it's too late. So I want to make sure that I pre-film and also just stay on top of like editing, so if anything happens, things get too busy, I have a video planned. But yeah, I think that is all for August. I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but there's not going to be a third section of this video, just because I'm happy that I even had enough time to film this right now, because I have to go in a bit. But a win is a win. Hopefully next month, when things, actually I'm not even gonna say when things settle down because I have no idea what next month's gonna look like. Hopefully next month I'll have another section that we can talk about and do together. Maybe we'll plan the week, maybe we'll make a lock screen, we'll see. If you like these resets, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so I know and I can keep doing it. Like, how will I know if you don't tell me? They say like communication is the most important thing in a relationship, and that's for all relationships, like even this one. So let me know if you would like my template. It's in the description box, so you can go ahead and download it if you would like. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.